Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. Today's video I will actually be talking about constants in Solidity. Without wasting much of your time, let's get started. Now, first of all, what is constant itself? Why do Solidity use constants? Before we actually dive into seeing why Solidity uses constants and why constants are really important in Solidity, let's understand what constant really means first. Now, first of all, constant more like it's just a keyword being used in Solidity programming language, and it's actually used mainly in state variable when declaring a state variable. Now, at the same time, when declaring that state variable, constants are used when you want to make a specific state variable fixed, whereby it won't be changed and the variable just be fixed for that specific attribute. The likes of an address, you would want to make it constant because you wouldn't want to change the address of a specific transactions which you want to make, things like that, with so many reasons. So why is constant really that important most times when defining state variables? Now, it's decrease costs. It actually save a lot of gas fees. It is gas efficient. I would show you the example while we are working on right now. We'll create two contracts. One will actually have constants and the other one will be just normal state variables. And let's see the one that is less gas fee and see how the storage slot is. So let's practicalize this now. So first of all, I actually created an SPDS license identifier as usual, and this is just the version. This is the version type of all. Now let's create our first contract, which I would say constant. So now I will create two state variables on this constant contract here. So first one, name it constant. Let's say max supply. Now constant has how you define it. You must put underscore. This is the definition, the way you define it when declaring it. So but nevertheless, let's see how it really works. Let's say it's 21 million, 21,000, yeah, 21,000, and let's say string public constant token name underscore name, let's say ether. Now this is the contract for constants. Let's define the contract for normal aspects. Now let's change this to a contract name to variable or var. Let's put it this way. Okay, so let's say this is being removed and this is being removed. So let's deploy. First of all, let's deploy correctly. We just compiled. Now let's deploy. So now first of all, let's run the constant contract. So let's deploy it. It's deployed successfully. Let's change it to var, the one that doesn't have constant. Let's deploy it as well. Deployed successfully. Now let's check the differences. Now this one is a constant. This is the constant contract. Let's click on max supply. We got the value 21,000. Now let's see the gas fee which we are charged, or transaction cost. So let's check. The transaction cost or execution cost is 325 gas. That's the cost. That's the cost price. And 325, right? So let's save it up. Gas transaction. $325. Now for the other contracts which doesn't have constant on it, let's see. Let's click max supply as well. Deploy success. We just made a transaction successfully. So let's check. So this is, wow, this gas for this specific one is so much. The cost, which is 2,424 gas price. So 2,424 gas costs. So 2,000. So as you can see, this contract here is less expensive because of the constant. You understand? So most often when actually creating a smart contract, there are some variables or state variables you should make constant so that it will save you gas fees, and so that storage slots will be less and it will be compressed. So constant plays a huge role in smart contract development or blockchain development. So I do hope you understood all about constant and why it is very, very important when creating a smart contract or when writing Solidity code. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video.